Hello everyone, got another dirty joke for you today. So 3 men die and go to heaven. They meet St. Peter at the pearly gates. St. Peter looks at his notebook, then back to them and says, "We have something interesting here. All 3 of you died at roughly the same time and in roughly the same place. However, I filled my quota for today, and so I can only let 2 of you 3 into heaven. So I'm just going to have each of you tell me how you die. We'll start with you," he says, pointing to the first man. The first man says, "Well, it's a bit of a sad story. I've been married to this beautiful woman for years now. Absolutely amazing gal. But I started to get the impression that she was cheating on me. So one night I came home early from work, and I saw a new coat and shoes by the door. Already not a good sign. I muster up the courage and open the door to my wife's room. She's there, alone. I breathe a sigh of relief until I look out our apartment window and see a guy dangling from our balcony by his arms. At that point, I just see red. I grab a brick that was laying on the counter and I rush outside and start smashing his fingers. He lets go and falls 3 stories to the ground. I look down, he's still twitching. So I run back inside. In a fit of pure rage, I pulled the refrigerator out of the wall and threw it off the balcony. But in all of the exertion and stress, I suffered a heart attack and died on the spot. And now I'm here. That is a sad story," St. Peter says. He turns to the next man in line. "And how did you die, sir?" "Well, I think there's been a bit of a misunderstanding here," the second man says. "I was on my 4th floor balcony doing stretches and calisthenics. I like to keep fit, but during one exercise where I had my leg up on the railing, my leg slipped and I fell off. I managed to catch hold of my downstairs neighbor's balcony, and I breathed a huge sigh of relief. My neighbor comes out, and I think he's coming to help me. But then he starts smashing my fingers with this brick. I have no choice. I have to let go. I fall all the way to the ground. That's when I realized I wasn't dead. I might actually make it if I get some medical attention. But then a freaking refrigerator falls on top of my head. And then I die." St. Peter looks visibly disturbed at this point. "Oh, don't mind," he says, turning to the third man in line. And how did you die, sir?" The third man says, "Well, I don't know if this is related. So I was sleeping with this other man's wife, see. But then we heard her husband coming home. So I hid in the refrigerator."